Solomon's reign begins to take shape. God offers him anything he desires, and Solomon famously asks for wisdom, showing humility and devotion. This chapter also records the well known story of Solomon's wise judgment between two women. The first part of this chapter covers Solomon's strength. Solomon strengthens his kingdom. Solomon makes a political alliance with the Pharaoh, king of Egypt, marrying his daughter. He brings her to the city of David until his palace and the temple are built. The people are still offering sacrifices at the high places since the temple isn't built yet. Solomon goes to Gibeon, the most important high place, to offer 1,000 burnt offerings. So Solomon starts with devotion, but also with compromises, alliances, and worship at high places. Seeds of future trouble are already visible. The second part of the chapter covers Solomon's dream, the offer from God. At Gibeon, the Lord appears to Solomon in a dream and says, Ask for whatever you want me get ask for whatever you want me to give you. Solomon responds humbly, acknowledges God's kindness to David, confesses, I am only a little child and do not know how to carry out my duties, and asks for a discerning heart to govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong. Instead of wealth, power, or long life, Solomon seeks wisdom to serve God's people. The third part of the chapter covers God grants wisdom and more. So God is pleased and promises wisdom greater than anyone before or after, wealth and honor Solomon didn't ask for, long life. He walks obediently. Solomon wakes, returns to Jerusalem, and offers sacrifices before the ark. God rewards a heart that seeks his will over selfish ambition. Yeah, seeks his will over selfish ambition. All right, the fourth part of this chapter covers Solomon's famous judgment. Okay, so two prostitutes come before Solomon. Both had babies. One baby died, and each claims the living child is hers. So Solomon calls for a sword. Cut the living child in two and give half to each. The real mother cries out, Please give her the living baby. Do not kill him. The face claimant agrees to the division. The face claimant agrees to the division. So Solomon declares the woman who showed compassion is the true mother, right? When all Israel heard of the judgment, they held the king in awe because they saw he had wisdom from God to administer justice. True wisdom is not just knowledge, but discernment of the heart. So, what are the key lessons from 1 Samuel chapter 3? The first one is ask for what matters most. Solomon sought wisdom to serve, not wealth or power, and God honored it. Second lesson, wisdoms discern motives, not just facts. Solomon's judgment revealed the true mother through compassion, not argument. Third lesson, compromise can grow into corruption. Solomon's marriage alliance with Pharaoh hints a future divided loyalties. Fourth lesson, God delights in humble dependence. Solomon admitted his inadequacy and God gave him abundance, right? So, in summary, this chapter, Solomon begins his reign with devotion, offering sacrifices at Gibeon. In a dream, God offers him anything, and Solomon asks for wisdom to govern. God grants wisdom and adds wealth and honor. Solomon's discernment is displayed in the famous case of the two mothers, and all Israel recognizes God's wisdom in him, right? So, that's a pretty interesting chapter. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.